Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your second December reading by Divine Nudges. Today, we're going to do a vibe check on what's going on in all of your connections, Cancer. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in that order, okay? In case you want to skip forward to an area of interest. With that said, please flip the messages, okay, according to how they most make sense in your storyline. That being said, don't you dare force anything because this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with each and every single one of you. Lastly, keep in mind that I think the general tone is, romance, love, and intimacy, but these connections could be familial and they could be platonic. They could also be professional. So although my tone is often under the pretense of romance, it may make more sense. The messages may make more sense under the realm of other possibilities. Okay, so again, I deliver the messages. Your part, because this is a team effort. Your part is to, place the messages where they best fit with you. Okay, all right, Cancer. Sorry for the lecture. Gemini, Cancer, I feel like a Gemini leaves you feeling incomplete. Okay. By the way, this first deck that I pull for each sign tends to really highlight shadow aspects of connections. So please don't think like, oh my God, none of these connections are good for me. No, this could just be the shadow aspect of your connection. So there's a connection with the Gemini that has left you or leaves you feeling incomplete. Oh, it says here, player. I'm more interested in the thrill of the chase than in forming meaningful relationships. Well, that would definitely make sense as to why they would leave you feeling incomplete. So this is a red flag here. The stop sign here is a red flag. You might have a player on your hands, Cancer. It says here, courage and strength. This Gemini may test your strength. Okay, you may feel like you need to take a stand on something when it comes to this Gemini. You need to have the courage to speak up for yourself when it comes to this Gemini. By the way, your other reading for the month of December talks about you needing to take a stand, Cancer. So be sure to check that out. Those are primarily messages from your higher self. It says here, taken. Don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to someone else. Someone's heart is not in this connection. Okay. Now, again, this might not be romantic. This could be, any kind of connection where you just kind of feel like it's the sparks aren't flying in this area. Okay. Um, Travel. I think we should take a trip. So some of you may be traveling with the Gemini soon, or maybe on vacation with the Gemini right now. Something about a journey, something about traveling. 10 of Cups. The love between us is overflowing and we can use it to build a family, to help others, or to save the planet. I love you. This person may be a family member. Okay. This may be a spouse. This may be someone that you have built a family with. Okay. So with that said, the player card and, like the red flag. And, this might just be that this person doesn't take their responsibilities seriously. Okay. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'll let you assign the meaning here. For Aquarius, it says sabotaging relationships. So this Aquarius may have a tendency to sabotage their connections. Something about being committed. You're the most amazing person ever. I'm committed to making us a priority. But be careful because this person may have self-destructive tendencies that need to be overcome. It says here, fated meeting, important connection. So you may have a fated meeting with an Aquarius. Again, it could be business, platonic, what have you. Okay. It says, am I even good enough for you? Insecure. So yeah, again, you guys may be in a committed relationship, but the way that this person self-destructs or self-sabotage may leave someone feeling insecure in this connection. It says here, sage advice. I've been thinking about your situation and I'd like to offer a fresh perspective. It did come out in the reverse. So there may be some differences of opinion between you and Aquarius, or there may not be someone that you feel is easy to talk to. Ten of Swords, I was betrayed so many times in the past that I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again. So, unresolved trauma, unhealed issues in this connection with an Aquarius that could be impacting your connection. There's trust issues in a connection with a Libra. This Libra might be queer. By the way, this card did come out during the love segment of your other monthly reading. Okay. And for the most part, the connection came across as being mainly green flags, with always just that one caution to be on the lookout for the toxic aspects of the connection. So for example, in this connection, it could be trust issues. Okay. Hookup, one night stand, it did come out in the reverse. This could be a situation where you initially thought this was just going to be a hookup or a one night stand, but it turned out evolving into so much more. It says here, quality time. I definitely want to spend more time with you. I feel like this is one of the energies we picked up in the other reading. Okay. So this person is available. They do make themselves accessible. It says here, check in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. So this is a type of person who checks in on you to ask you, how's your day doing? And they check in at least once a day. They don't make you wonder. So here's the thing. This person may have trust issues and try to overcompensate for their own trust issues, or they feel like you have trust issues. So they go above and beyond to try to make you feel secure in the connection with them. Says here, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences and I'm giving up blaming others. I surrender to the will of God and let it be. So, with this being a Wheel of Fortune, this could be a very auspicious type of a connection, right? This could be like a connection that feels like it's a good luck, it's a good connection. Um, but also where it says here, I'm starting to see that my actions have consequences. Someone may be realizing, or the conversation may come up that the trust issues are a problem and need to be kind of worked on and resolved. Okay. But this is a bit of a cycle. This is something that needs to be cycled out with this Wheel of Fortune card here. Um, this opportunity, this connection is presenting an opportunity to work through some traumas. Okay. For Pisces, it says here, lack of commitment. Now, I want to say this. I purposely started with the air signs and the water signs because in your monthly reading, the King of Swords came out and the King of Cups came out. The King of Swords represents the air signs. The King of Cups represents the water signs. And so the portion, and that was in the tarot segment, which was the last segment of your other reading. So in case you want to tie in those messages with these, I started out purposely to make it easier for you. Okay. So Pisces, lack of self commitment. Okay. So this person may not really prioritize growth and development. Okay. I'm thinking of a couch surfer, so, someone that doesn't really have a lot of ambition. Okay. That might be, or they could be very sacrificial. Huh. Go. Whatever ends up happening with us, I'm grateful to have met you and for the connection that we have. Connection. Okay. So this is definitely a connection. The other thing is with this lack of self-commitment, there could be an energy of sacrifice here, the sacrificial lamb, or being a martyrdom. Okay. So let's keep going here to see what else comes out. Unexpected, all of a sudden. Whatever ends up happening. Okay, there may be some sort of an abrupt situation that happens in a connection with the Pisces. It's going to be all of a sudden and unexpected. It says here, serendipity. I feel like we are in each other's lives for a reason. So this may be a connection that you really just didn't expect to make. And I feel like this would resonate with someone who's just like, oh, I'm taking a break from love. I'm giving up on love right now. And that's probably why you didn't expect to make the connection. Says here, goodbye. Yeah, the time has come to part ways. So I feel like you had already given up on the possibility of finding love, right? Where that may be where you most connect with this Pisces individual, Cancer. And it says here, the Hanged Man, which is more Pisces energy, more Piscean energy. It says, I'm taking a break from everything so I can meditate and release my old ways of thinking. This process is not that easy. So this Pisces may change your mind about love, okay? Where it says I'm taking a break and releasing my old way of thinking. This Pisces may change your perspective, okay? All right, with the Cancer, something here about self-pity. Again, this is victimhood, okay, Cancer? So I want to point out that when we get to the sign that I'm reading for, which is you in this case, these messages could be your own relationship with yourself, or they could be a relationship with another Cancer. You already know the drill. You assign the meanings. Something about immature, okay? So there could be maybe a young Cancer around you, someone who's younger than you, who's immature, and plays victim a lot, okay? And then they make decisions based on that. It says here, right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. Otherwise, this might be inner child healing that needs to happen with you, Cancer, where maybe you have some abandonment wounds or other type of childhood trauma that makes you feel like a victim, but not because you really are one. Something here about romance feelings, and it impacts your romantic connections, okay? Um, like this is something that maybe gets pointed out to you by your romantic partners, okay? But romantic feelings kind of trigger this wound for you, or there may be a romantic connection between you and another Cancer. It says here, support. It's comforting to know that we have each other's support when it matters, okay? So there is a need for you, again, to stand up for yourself so that you can feel good about yourself, so that you can hold your head up high. Okay, and that was a huge message in your other monthly reading. So again, go check that out. By the way, Cancer, if you're still here, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you help me get this video to 20 likes today. Okay, I really appreciate it. So yeah, there's something about you taking comfort in having your own back. Otherwise, there's a Cancer in your life where you feel like the connection is very supportive. And it says here, Six of Wands. Every time we get past our arguments and get on the same page, I feel on top of the world and I succeed in all that I do. So when your heart, your soul, your mind are aligned, your higher self, when you're aligned with your higher self, you feel like you're on top of the world. Okay. Otherwise, again, in this connection with another Cancer, same thing. When you all are on the same page and you can get through your arguments, you feel like you're in a really great place. Cancer and Scorpio, hurtful assumptions. That's so interesting. I think that also came out in the Scorpio all signs reading I did, but I think it was with the sign of Aries, but their commonality is Scorpio. Okay, so there may be some hurtful assumptions. Somebody may be thinking the worst in this connection and hurting themselves as a result of it. It says here, red flags. You promised yourself you'd never date someone like me again. So there are definitely some red flags here. Okay. Um, This may have been communicated as well with this hurtful assumptions here. This may have already been communicated. Someone may be saying that certain behaviors or actions or articulations are red flags for them, but you feel misunderstood, like they're taking you the wrong way. There's some fears here. There's definitely someone's afraid in this connection. Okay, so this fears can be a blockage. Okay, this could be projection. Um, Otherwise, someone is afraid of someone in this connection. Priorities. My love life isn't really a priority at the moment. So I feel as if though this connection with a Scorpio is not prioritized. Okay. And that could be some of the hurtful assumptions. That could be maybe someone in this connection feels like you really don't care about me. I'm not a priority to you. And that's really hurting them that they feel that way and may be too afraid to be vulnerable enough to tell you. This could be someone in your career. It says, I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. So this person may feel like you prioritize your career over them or vice versa. Flip the messages as they make sense. Okay. You guys may be able to connect when you have conversations about career, money, and finances. But otherwise, it's just like, oh, I'm busy. That's all, and that's the excuse for not prioritizing the connection. Taurus, fear of getting hurt. You may be afraid that this Taurus is going to hurt you, okay? And that may have something to do with some signs. But it says here, interested. I'm definitely interested in finding out how our worlds would mesh with each other. So perhaps you have a Taurus who's afraid of getting hurt, but still open to this connection. Says here, grave, no second chances. Wow, this is interesting. So someone here may be inflexible, not surprised with the Taurus type of energy, where it says here no second chances. You may really only get one chance to make a first impression. It says here in this tombstone, it says sacred, okay? So someone very much values their energy, their peace. Okay, they value their boundaries in their safe space. So you really don't get a lot of chances to screw up on this one. Doubts. I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some uncertainties. So, yeah, again, fear of getting hurt here. Someone has a fear of getting hurt that might be impacting the relationship. Revenge. I'm looking to damage you in retaliation for perceived wrongs. Okay. Someone may feel like someone in this connection was playing with them. Okay. They're like, listen, you knew I had a fear of getting afraid. You know that I trusted you. You know what I mean? I let my guard down for you. You told me you were interested. You told me you were down for this, and you still betrayed me. That was a grave mistake. Okay. That was a grave mistake. So, with this revenge card here, we may have some unhinged energies. So, just be careful. Knight of Cups. I feel grounded in my emotions and I want to hold you. I'm not letting other things or people bring us down. I'm here for you. Except it came out in the reverse. So someone, like, again, might be unhinged and not grounded in their emotions. So they could be very impulsive. Be careful. Capricorn, lack of alignment with love. Okay, so there may be a Capricorn around you who's not receptive to love, or they don't align their attitudes, behaviors, actions, and belief with the vibration of love. Unstable. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a mess. So someone is a mess in this connection. Anxiety, worry, again, instability. So there may be some mental health issues, okay? So that might be why there's a lack of alignment. You may think that it's preference or being emotionally unavailable, but this person may have some mental health issues where it's not just love that they're not in alignment with. Influences, I think you're great, but I'm worried about what other people would think, okay? Someone here likes to keep up with appearances. Small favor. I'm hoping you can help me with something small. This Capricorn may be asking you for a favor, or you may want to ask this Capricorn for a favor. But they may be users, okay? Because it looks like they don't want to show you off to anyone, but they may be codependent in some way. Six of Pentacles. I am grateful for everything that you gave me, and I want to give back 10 times more. The scales will be balanced very soon. Okay. So typically the Six of Pentacles indicates balance and reciprocity, right? That says here the scales will be balanced very soon. So this person may always ask for a favor and say they're going to pay you back. Okay. um, Virgo, shame. Shame. There's a shameful energy in a connection with you and a Virgo. Someone feels ashamed. Someone is seen as a loser in this connection. That's a red flag. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Or it could be anything else that you feel might make them a loser. And that could be where the shame is coming from. Either someone feels like a loser, right? And that makes them feel ashamed in this connection, or someone is ashamed of their partner in this connection. It says here, marriage, sacred union. Interesting. Special. I recognize how special and unique you are. So this seems to be, even if there are these insecurities here, they're not holding it against each other. This seems to be a very deep soul connection here. It says here, bad news. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. So there may be some bad news coming in this connection. And it says here, the world, all my life, I was trying to fill the void inside me by doing more. But now that I found myself, I feel complete and see extras as blessings. Here's the thing. A Virgo, or one or both of you in this connection, finding wholeness and completeness with yourself may disturb the balance in a codependent union. Okay, in this connection with a Virgo here. So what's someone's gain is someone else's loss, or that's how they'll feel in this connection. So be very careful, because that's a lot of toxicity when we're afraid to allow others to develop and grow, because our fear of losing our hold over them, control over them, or access to them. Then you kind of know you love yourself more than you love them, no matter how you want to justify it. Oh wow, I didn't pull a card for Scorpio here. Let's hear Four of Cups. I'm not ready for a relationship. I got used to my routine and it's easier to continue with my current lifestyle. That's so crazy, because I feel like it still aligns with this. Like it says, my love life isn't really a priority at the moment. I'm concentrating on my career. I'm not ready for my relationship. So even though I pulled from this deck 3 times and then now I'm circling back to it, it's still connects with the messages that were already there. In this connection with the Scorpio, there's definitely no connection being made, okay? But there's a lot of avoidance in this connection. There could be love here, and I'm getting this may not be romantic either. This could be a family connection, a platonic one, maybe a mother and a child, a parent and a child type of a connection here, where there may be a little bit of a disengagement or detachment between the two of you. Aries, toxic, toxic. Nothing to sing about. Ooh, experiment. I know this is new for you, and I appreciate how open minded you are. So, you may have a freaky Aries in your life that likes to sexually experiment, okay? Maybe role play with this mask that we have here. But this person's toxic. Oh, look at this. Can't make it up. Sex, good time. Look at that. Sex, good time. All right. So yeah, this person may take you out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Look at how this woman is wearing a mask here, and so there's a mask in this experiment card. Okay, so they're definitely there for a good time. Look, open minded. I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. Okay, this person's gonna turn you out. Do you hear me? Be careful on this one, because they might freak you so good that you fall in love. You get, I'm going to say it, dickmatized, okay? Okay, this person might put you under a sex spell because of how powerful their sex energy is. Be careful with that, because that's all they're there for. Uninterested. It did come out in the reverse. It says, I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. So they're interested in one regard, but they're not in another. And that's what you really need to know in this connection. Page of Swords. I'm becoming more curious about you and who you really are, but also I feel inspired to learn new skills and read more books. So you have someone's divided attention, right? Maybe someone was curious about you. You're saying, like, maybe you had conversations that piqued their sexual curiosity about you, or vice versa, or each other. Okay, so you're exploring that curiosity, but also I feel inspired to learn new skills and read more books. So You have this person's divided attention, okay? Leo, fear of commitment in this connection. And so someone's losing interest. I just don't feel the same way anymore. So maybe you see that in this connection with the Leo, someone's just not trying hard enough. Okay. And I'm hearing this might be to do with the job. You know what's interesting is that we hear these messages. We can't possibly know what everyone in the world's zodiac sign is. But this could be someone whom you're applying for a job for. You feel like they're giving through maybe someone in HR, maybe a hiring manager, you feel like they're giving you the runaround, they're not giving you any clear answers, so you're losing interest in the possibility of this job. Meanwhile, you don't even know that this person's a Leo, and that's what these messages are referring to. So that's the kind of like the conundrum when it comes to tarot messages, right? It's not so much that they're not accurate or that they don't fit. You may just not realize where they fit. Um, Home and foundation, okay? Um, so this may have something to do with buying a home or home repairs, okay? Desperate, I'm in a bind and don't have anyone else to reach out to. Ooh, so you may have a Leo whom needs a place to stay. They're in a bind and that, so this could be someone who you've lost interest in but may need a favor from you. Oh, look at this. I almost forgot to pull from it says here energy. There's an energy between us, a vibe that can't be denied. So yeah, you guys, it's like, okay, yeah, this person's cool. We're able, I can tolerate you. It says here, the fool, I'm ready to take a leap of faith and jump into the unknown for the first time in my life. I allow myself to have faith and to trust God. The fool. It did come out in the reverse. The fool indicates a new beginning, a new journey, a new experience, the beginning of a whole new cycle. So it could be a different job, career, life, okay? But it looks like this isn't going to take off, okay? With this in this connection with the Leo, whatever it is. Sagittarius and Cancer, fears around love. It did come out in the reverse. So someone may be very fearless in their pursuit in this connection. Yeah, slow down. You're moving way too fast for me and it's scaring me away. So that's a red flag. Someone is very aggressive in their pursuit of love here. Okay, they're very fearless, but to the other person it's just like, you're and again, this could be like, let's say this is a salesperson that you're talking to. Let's say you're shopping around for some quotes on something and someone's a fast talker. You can almost tell when someone's a fast talker because they don't really want to be understood. They just want to sound like they know enough. They know more about what they're talking about than you do so that they can gain your trust and your financial commitment. Okay. That might mean something to some of you. It says here, lies, keeping secrets. Okay. Connection. I think we have a pretty unique connection. So they may be lying about feeling connected to you, but really what they might do is be trying to find where you have some things in common, and they kind of talk that up a little bit. Again, you're going to talk about a car and they want to talk about you skiing in the mountains. That's just a tactic that people use to get you to let your guard down around them and develop a connection so that you won't say no to them. Okay, this is what yeah, look, trick. I can't make this stuff up. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. Can't make this stuff up. So we have lies and trick in a connection with the Sagittarius here. It says here, Page of Cups, since I met you, I started receiving creative ideas to start new projects, and I can't wait to share them with you. So this person might be trying to get you to open up so that they know where to push your buttons and pull your triggers, like so that they know how to manipulate you, my love. Okay. Again, that does not have to be an intimate connection. It could be the salesperson that you just don't know what their zodiac sign is. Okay. But again, definitely don't force it. However, if any of these messages have resonated with you, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. I would love if you help me get this video at least 20 likes today. I would be I would be most grateful, most grateful. Until next time, Cancer, take care.